A warm summer evening, a quiet road in a small Midwestern town. A young college student goes out for a routine jog. She passes a camera across the street, takes a few steps toward a tree, and then she disappears. No screams, no witnesses, no clear signs of struggle, just a few missing seconds on video. Those seconds would become the starting point of one of the largest investigations in the history of Iowa. Her name was Molly Tibbetts. She was 20 years old, a student at the University of Iowa. She planned to become a psychologist. During the summer, she worked at a children's day camp. Friends described her as kind, energetic, and deeply empathetic. She had a natural ability to make people feel heard. She once said that during her second year of college, she realized something important. Her strength was connecting with people, listening, understanding, encouraging. That July, her boyfriend Dalton Jack was working construction in another city, more than 200 kilometers away. While he was gone, Molly was staying at his house looking after the dogs. Everything about that summer felt ordinary. Until it wasn't. On July 18th, 2018, around 7 in the evening, Molly left for a run. She had done this many times before. Phone in hand, headphones on, music playing. Before leaving, she texted Dalton. He replied. She never answered again. The next morning, he sent a simple message, "Good morning, beautiful." There was no response. Molly didn't show up for work at the camp. At first, co-workers assumed she had overslept, but as the hours passed, concern turned into alarm. When family members entered the house, it was quiet. The dogs were inside, hungry. Her running shoes were gone. Her bed had not been slept in. There were no signs she had returned after her jog. That evening, her family contacted law enforcement, and this time, the concern was immediate. Deputy Steve Kiwi treated the report seriously from the start. The Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation joined quickly. Soon, nearly the entire community of Brooklyn, Iowa, was searching. Volunteers walked fields, officers reviewed roads, helicopters searched from above, divers checked nearby ponds. The FBI soon joined the search effort, bringing additional resources and specialists to the case. Days turned into weeks, yet there were still no clear answers. Investigators obtained data from Molly's phone and fitness tracker. Using cell tower information, they reconstructed part of her route. She'd been moving at a steady jogging pace, then suddenly the signal changed. Her phone began traveling at highway speed, far from her usual running path. The details shifted the direction of the case. Officers reviewed hours of surveillance video along her route. Most of it was grainy, low quality, almost useless. Nearly a month later, investigators finally noticed something subtle but significant in the footage. In the distance, a small silhouette appeared, Leixi Gaubig, a runner with a ponytail moving along the road. It was Molly. Shortly after she passed the camera, a black Chevrolet Malibu entered the frame. It drove past, turned around, came back again, then left the area. The car had distinctive chrome details, door handles, mirrors, wheel rims, that made it easier to identify. The next day, Deputy Kiwi noticed a similar vehicle while off duty. He contacted investigators immediately. The driver was asked to come in for questioning. He agreed. The driver was 24-year-old Christian Bahena Rivera. During questioning, he initially denied involvement. Later, he admitted seeing a runner that evening. As the interview continued, his account changed. He acknowledged approaching her, then said he could not clearly remember what happened next. Eventually, he gave investigators information that led them to a remote field outside town. There they discovered Molly Tibbetts, and forensic testing later connected her to his vehicle. He was subsequently arrested and formally charged. The trial did not begin until May 2021. Pandemic delays had postponed proceedings for nearly 3 years. During the trial, the defense introduced several alternative explanations for what had happened, while prosecutors responded with physical evidence, digital records, and earlier statements made during the investigation. After approximately 3 hours of deliberation, the jury returned a verdict: guilty of first-degree murder. The judge sentenced Rivera to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The case was legally closed. Throughout the process, Molly's family made something very clear. They did not want her story used to promote division. They emphasized that one individual was responsible, no one else. They asked the public to remember Molly for who she was, not how she died, but how she lived. Across the country, runners began dedicating miles in her name. They used the hashtag Miles for Molly. What began as a routine evening jog turned into a case defined by a few missing seconds, a community searching together, and a family that chose strength over anger. Some cases change laws, some change policies, others change how we see ordinary moments. That evening began like any other, a quiet road, a summer sky, a familiar route. And somewhere between one camera frame and the next, everything changed.